Hey, welcome back to episode 7. Here we go. I already got some plans made. I hope you're excited as I am. We have our flight, and that has made things so much easier, guys. So much easier. And it's only episode 7. I already have created a flight. Heck yes. And I can't ask for much better than that. So let's talk about what we're going to do today. First, I have a little accomplishment that I want to get done first, and that is right here. If you can go ahead and guess what that's going to be, all of these items are needed to go ahead and craft this heart container. Getting all that together wasn't very hard. It was just time consuming and tedious, really, but it's going to be worth it. So I've never actually used one of these, but I guess let's go ahead, take a bite, and what? That gives us one extra heart, it looks like. Because I've had golden hearts like that before, so that's just an extra one on top of that. We'll lose the gold one before the red ones. So I guess we'll see. I guess I can go ahead and probably mass produce those. I wonder if it'll stack. I'm assuming it will. I don't see why it wouldn't. It doesn't say it won't. So it just says a permanent health upgrade. Also found in chests. So that kind of tells me that there's going to be multiple of them and I can eat multiple of them. Alright, so I guess we get an extra heart from it, and that's wonderful, and I like that. So let's go move on, talk about what we're actually going to be doing for the episode. And I'm going to start from the end. What's our goal? What are we trying to get to? What we're trying to get is this power cell, the tier 3 power cell. I can get tier 1, tier 2 fine, but tier 3 is its own ball game, really. It's not going to be super difficult, but it does require a little process to get it. We need this titanium ingot, which I have, and I'll explain how I got it here in a second. It's not terribly hard. It's this one. It's this crystal. Because I was looking at it, I was like, oh wow, we need mystical agriculture because, well, I couldn't find anywhere else to get it. There's only a few ways to get it. And when you're looking at it in this GUI, you only see the actual crystal itself. It doesn't tell you that there's an ore. Now, it tells us that it's found in the Twilight Forest and Lost Cities dimension. Well, we don't have mystical agriculture to grow it, and we don't have Twilight Forest, so that leaves us with the Lost Cities dimension with a cake. When it's not terribly hard to make, we just got some blue terracotta, some diamond, a cake, iron bars, brewing stand. Yeah, not terrible. The only thing that's going to be hard is this, but we are to that point. With the deep mob learning, I can go ahead and make this very easily now. So that is the goal, but how do we get to that? Now, I'm going to need something better than our little Paxel here. So I want to go ahead and make an atomic reconstructor. Not super hard. I already have most of these things done. I just need to go ahead and craft up the energy tablet. And I actually already have everything for that, basically. I was kind of bored a little bit offline, so I went ahead and made all of these different components for mechanism. I even have some more in here that are already done. I just need to move them over. Wonderful things, right? Because there's a couple things in mechanism that also have to happen for that page. And then once we get our atomic reconstructor, I need a charger, which is also in the book right here, which is these. So might as well go up all the way up to tier 3 and get that part in the book done. And that leads us into the Lost Cities, where we get our ore, and then we can create our power cell. So we're gonna get all this done, and everything else is fairly simple. I just have to grow a ghast and grow an enderman. Not super hard. So let's get started, shall we? The first thing that we need to do is make the cake. And just like that there, guys, we got a Lost City cake. That's exciting. So let's find a place to, to put this. I guess there's no better place than, here. Why not? I'm not gonna take a bite yet because we still got stuff to do. We're moving on to the atomic reconstructor now, which isn't terrible. If we just take a look, I already have everything up. I just have to craft it together. I already have all these enriched alloys and whatnot, and the atomic alloy. Refined obsidian I've already done. It's not terrible, so I'm gonna get to that. So I lied. We need an osmium compressor. That's just for the pure fact being that it's not just an obsidian ingot, it's a refined obsidian ingot, and I have to put in osmium with it. So it's just combining osmium and obsidian together. It's really not difficult. So let me slap this down, get that together. I'm gonna make up the atomic reconstructor and we'll move on. How about that? And boom, super simple. Now we have to have a way to power this, right? Now that's gonna be a little harder. Not really though. I want this tier 3. And I don't know why I just told you it was going to be hard. I mean, look at this is tier 3. What do you think tier 2 is going to be? Even easier. Even easier for tier 1. So yeah, I already have everything for this, obviously. It's just going to take me a second to gather the materials. Nothing difficult, nothing fancy. Well, that was fast. That holds 1,000,000 RF, but luckily I put in 8 speed upgrades into our generator here in between episodes, and it's been fantastic. It's the best thing I've ever done for that. Now, let's see here. We got our atomic reconstructor. That was really quick. That was 400,000 RF. Now, look what I found. Yeah. So, from our mob farm, I get these pristine rogue android matter, and we can take that, you know, and convert that into a few different things. So if we look, I don't want that, don't do it. Okay, so this is how I got my, or this ingot. You know, we need this a little bit later and we'll get into that, but there's also all these kind of other cool stuff that I wanted to try out. I don't know how good it is, but I guess we can try it out. It says 9 damage. You know, it's a ranged weapon is kind of what I was really going for. And so let's go ahead and charge it up. That's actually going to take quite a bit. It's amazing how, you know, the atomic reconstructor has 400,000 RF. This thing only has 23,000. But there it is. Let's see what it does, I guess. That's fun. I like that. Holy cow, look how fast it goes through its power though. Oof, okay. So let's keep that charged. This will kind of be like our last option, I guess. Or I guess, you know, we'll use it as is. But hey, we got our atomic reconstructor, which is amazing. So we could probably get rid of that. Yeah, that's awesome. That's so much better. It's just much quicker. And I know that there's settings and stuff like that to it. I just have to figure that out. So I think that's all we need, guys, is just this atomic reconstructor. We have flight. I charged everything up. I think we're good. I don't think there's really anything else I need to do in order to go, so I'm just gonna, you know, put away everything that's kind of important. All right, let's go. All right, I see one place and then this big long thing. I'm not really sure what this is. I'm actually kind of more curious about this. Oh, there's an actual railway, except it's super dark and full of mobs. So let's not do that, huh? Yeah, I'm really glad I decided to get flight, because this is not an option without it, that's for sure. I kind of wish I brought a bed, but it is what it is. I'm gonna deal with it. I'm lagging pretty hard, but that's probably because of all these mobs. So we got these little spheres. Let's go ahead, jump in. Hey, look what I found. It took me not too long, probably about 5 minutes since I've talked to you last. And there it is. Oh, just one? Oh, okay, I thought it was only an ores of 1. I was about to be really disappointed. Yeah, it looks like it's an ores of 2. Cool. So, oh, no. Let's vein mine this. Sweet. Alright, how many we get? We got 6. That should last us for what we need, because if we take a look at the uses of it, it's not a lot of things that we can do with it. Oh no, there's other people with guns. I didn't think about that. I didn't think that. I don't know why I didn't think that, you know, the mob that I got this from wouldn't have them. So that was not as exciting as I thought it was going to be, but that's okay. I got more planned. I thought I was going to be there a lot longer, but that's okay. We got some stuff. I want to go ahead and get a blaze statue, which I have over here. So we start out with the decorative, then we move on, I think, to the sound blaze, and then up to the functional, which I believe is the one that gives us loot. So that's not too bad, because as you saw, it does require Nether Stars, but that's okay, because that means we have access to those now. I haven't shown it yet, but like, let's go take a look at Nether Stars. And just like that, 8 Nether Stars. How easy, you know, because now that's something that's super far out of reach for most things. But now that we're looking at it, it's not terrible. There's not a lot of uses for this now that I'm looking at it, other than the statues. Now, the reason I'm going for a blaze statue is purely for power. Now, as you know, I have to take netherrack and jump on it to get my blaze powder in order to make the blazing pyrotheum. Now, that's just a time-consuming process. Was that a thing? Oh no, that was the pigs behind me. But that's a really time-consuming process, and I'm hoping if this works, they'll speed it up. Now, there is another option that we can take, and that's from Pristine Matter, which wouldn't be terrible in all honesty. Because if we look at this, this only takes, it says simulation cost 1 RF, I have a really high doubt about that, and I don't know why it's like that, but 1 RF per tick, I will take it. For us to get it though, it's a little more difficult to get it to self-aware. Now, I already went ahead and crafted up some lava wood in between episodes, so we already got that going for us. I just need the chicken seeds and some sulfur dust. Sulfur dust is really easy. I already have a stack of it somewhere. And we just need the chicken seeds. So here we go. There's a method for you. We're just kind of basically just keep making these guys go up. If I get stuck, I just punch the ground because they're actually in my way. So that just, we can just mass produce them again like this. So it's not going to be terribly difficult. Hey, we got the achievement. It's over 20. We've dealt over 20 damage to a mob. And it looks like I am not invincible on this side, but that's okay. I'm not really too worried about it. Hopefully we can just kill them off. I would like to get sweeping edge on this sword. That would help tremendously, but that's okay. Let's see here. We're already at advanced. That was fast. Holy cow. In that short amount of time, we got all of that. Heck yeah. You know, guys, I almost totally forgot the actual reason why I wanted to do this and get our Pristine Matter. If we go take a look, it's for our Ardite sapling. And that's something that we really need because we need Ardite and Cobalt to complete a page in our book. If we go and actually look at the farming age here, to get all the trees, we're almost there. We only need Ardite and Cobalt. That was the whole purpose of actually getting that. I just forgot about it, to be honest. I go down these steep trails of, like, this is my goal. And then how do I get to that goal? How do I get Nether Stars? Oh, well, I need deep mob learning. How do I do deep mob learning? I need this, I need that. And then sometimes I accidentally forget. Now, I guess that's normal. It's not a bad thing. I'm not complaining. It's just, it is what it is, right? So if we take a look at our Ardite sapling, yeah, I just need this glowstone stuff, which is not bad. It's just osmium and a compressor, or it's just an osmium compressor with glowstone. Gives us that. We already had the pristine, have the Nether Stars, have the magma sapling. I can go ahead and finally make Ardite saplings. Okay, so let's be honest real quick. So far this episode hasn't been super exciting, but guess what? I got plans to change that because we need a new data set. Did you see it? Did you see it? Yeah, we're about to fight a wither boss. And not in the traditional sense, kind of in the cheaty sense, but you know, modded. It is what it is. But yes, I'm excited about this because once we get our pristine wither matter, then we can move on. To get a cobalt sapling, we need a wither matter. So that's kind of a downfall. Everything else is really easy, especially since we already have the Ardite sapling and everything. But once we do, and we can hook this thing up to a loot fabricator, even though I doubt we ever will because these things are pretty expensive. We're looking at 2,000 RF per tick. Oof. Yeah. But if we ever wanted to, it's here. We can do it. So it is what it is. We can, once we get into mystical agriculture, that's a nice benefit, and producing Nether Stars. So we're going to be working on getting a better power infrastructure here soon, along with storage. That's probably going to be the next episode. But let's get a few of these guys killed. Let's see how it goes. Hopefully it works in this mod. I'm not 100% it does. I'm just really hoping it does. So there's a reason I did this in a different world. Hopefully he's actually stuck. He doesn't look like it. Oh, he is stuck. Okay, good. Whew. Enchanted voodoo puppet allows you to prevent certain types of death. Interesting. This item cannot be used by... Oh, we have to unlock voodoo. When I came back for some soul sand, I realized that my hogs were not doing anything. That's because the chunks aren't loaded where I'm at. So I want to go ahead and prevent that. We do need this anyway. This keeps a 5x5 area loaded at all times. So we can go ahead and make that. That's part of our quest book anyway. I guess I'll just set it down there and let it go. There's no screen when you click on it or anything, so I'm assuming it's gonna work. So check this out. I got a soul receptacle. So a soul is trapped in this magical container. Right click on a decorative grave to bind the soul. So that's kind of interesting. So we can just carry this around and never die, I guess. So there's a problem here. I'm doing okay, I guess. As long as I keep going in circles, I think I'll be okay, but we have to kill this guy. I don't know how he got out. I didn't watch it. Oh, goodness gracious. Holy cow. Okay. Alright, I made it through that. I must have not hit the lever on accident. So now I'm just waiting on the production of my soul sand. So I got one more wither to kill until I hit the next tier. So while we're waiting for that, I went ahead and gathered all the stuff to go ahead and make this cobalt sapling. Well, at least I thought I did. We just need a little bit of ardite, and there. Look at that. And just like that, guys, we have all of the trees. Heck yes. Finally, we got this one. This was a difficult one, so hopefully it's worth it. I really don't know the applications I'm going to use it for yet, but we have it now. We are one step closer to getting that prestige point. And guys, if you enjoyed this episode, please leave a like. Leave me a comment just saying hi at least. Do say something. I'm at 526 subscribers. That's awesome. Halfway to 1,000. So excited for that, guys. And thank you very much for giving me your time. I'm glad I can entertain you in a way that where you stick around. I think it's super cool. So until next time, guys, I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.